Hey everyone, it is Kat
and Amber.
And of course, as always, we are Wandering Soup, and we're standing in our home, and we thought, why not talk about homes in Merida? Everybody's always looking for a home in Merida, apartment, home, whatever you're looking for. They're looking forward here. People moving here every day. They're leaving every day as well.
And the home you choose is really gonna determine how you feel about the city, how you feel about the destination you've chosen. So it's really important to think about it even before you see your first house, go to your first tour. It's important to think about the things that are important to you before you even step in there.
Right. And so what we wanted to talk about in this video was some of the things that were important to us that we either got in this home or we didn't get in this home, that may be important to you and things that you may want to think about. So let's go.
Let's do it. So one of the things we didn't think about when we moved in that we should have thought about is yard. So we don't have a large yard at this house, which is fine because we didn't want to have to take care of a yard. So that's great. However, when you have the wall, which we have a very high wall, something we noticed that we don't have here that we had in the last place we lived is airflow. So when you have a larger yard, there's plenty of room for the momentum to gather and you get some air into your home, and it's awesome. It's incredible. We had that in our last place. And we didn't think about it with this one. We have the wall, but we really don't have any room for airflow. So we don't get that like we did in our last house, which we miss, but we love this house all the same.
All right, so I'm the cook in the family. When we first saw this home, I was like, oh, it's a beautiful kitchen. I like it. It seems spacious. We had a really big fridge. We didn't have an oven, but that's not a problem. Because I was like, we can buy one. We never had one in our travels in Vietnam, Cambodia, Malaysia. We always just bought an older countertop or a countertop stove. So it wasn't an issue. What I didn't think about, though, was that once you buy those new appliances, the little countertops and the space that we had available would disappear or shrink. So if you look at our countertops, they're pretty much loaded. If you look over this way, we have our oven that we bought. Look over this way, we have the microwave, we have our dish rack, we have flour, rice, things like that, and just fruits and veggies. So this whole countertop is gone. And then on that countertop, which we're not going to show you guys, it's a little clustered. We have our water, our coffee, our tea, everything. So what I'm basically saying is if you're a cook and you need space in the kitchen, then look at the countertops. Can you put an island in there if the countertop space is small? Now if you're not a cook, this won't matter to you at all. But think about it. One of the things you also need to think about when looking at a home, and you need to test this in a home here or even in America, or any part of the world really, is water pressure. Water pressure is one of those if and and things. You may have it, you may not. So always turn the water on when you go into a home to see if that's the home for you. You may have to replace some things. And again, as always in Mexico, once you sign on that dotted line, most of the time anything breaks is on you. So again, check the water pressure and also check to see if you have a hot water heater. Hot water is an option here. It is not a mandatory thing, so you may not have hot water in your home. Again, unless you check, you're just making, most people just assume we always have hot water if we pay our electric bill or our gas bill, right? Here, no. You may not have hot water at home, so think about it. Check for it. Those are the things that I recommend.
Another thing to look out for when you're looking for a home in Merida is stair rails. If the home has stairs, check and make sure that all those stairs have rails, because that's not always the case. As a matter of fact, in this house, we do have a set of stairs that goes to the roof that does not have a rail. That we let that go because we don't use those as much. But you definitely want to make sure if you have any kind of mobility issues, or you just want to make sure you don't fall or hurt yourself, just check and make sure that there are rails on the stairs.
Perfect. All right. One of the things we look for when we moved into Merida, we knew about the heat, of course, was AC units and ceiling fans. In this home, we have ceiling fans in every room of the home, which is a blessing, because electricity here is pretty expensive. We also have AC units in our bedroom and this room here, which is our little family room, we call it, a little living room. The only thing that we don't have is a ceiling fan in the kitchen. And there's a standalone fan in there, but that you plug in and move around and things like that. But it gets really hot in there. So a ceiling fan or AC unit in the kitchen may be something that you want to look for. Some homes in Merida have the kitchen separated a little bit because it does get hot in there. You don't want to bring that heat into the rest of the home. We saw that a lot in Asia, that the kitchen was separate from the home, and I totally get why, because if AC is not standard or built in, then you really don't want to cook and bake the entire home, even just by turning on the electric eye or the gas grill, or the gas eye, either one of those things. So again, look for ceiling fans, AC units in the rooms that you will use the most. And if it doesn't, they don't have it and you want to put it in there, make sure that it's in the contract that you can put an AC unit in that room or a ceiling fan. And as always here in Merida, you put something in, you can take it when you leave.
It is an amazing feeling to be able to walk outside in the morning and just see everything, see everyone, see traffic going by, like now, traffic going by. But if you're not here for the traffic in the evening, in the morning, you might want to think about that when you're looking at your next place to stay. If your door opens onto the street, you're going to get the noise, you're going to get the walking traffic. It comes with it. So you have to weigh those things out when you're looking for your next place.
Alright, so that was a quick down and dirty on some of the things you may want to look for in your new home in Merida. An apartment and home are the same thing in this instance. So hopefully you got something from this video. As always, like, share, subscribe, hit that bell. And we'll see you on the next video, y'all. I'm Kat.
And Amber.
Peace and love, y'all.